day, billions of people trade their time and effort for money. Some will even get sick or risk their lives to earn that paycheck at the end of the month. Years and years of our lives spent working to make ends meet. Let's say it like it is. Money runs the world. We do things we don't want to do, we take out loans, we compete against each other, and we spend most of the time we're awake earning it. So much of people's problems revolve around money. The world's problems too, after all. Why are we ruining the climate? For profit, of course. Why is there corruption, fraud, famine, homelessness? Money. It seems to me that these days, money is doing us more harm than good. You tell me, how does thinking about money make you feel? Stressed, afraid, anxious? Or maybe you're happy about your financial status and thinking about money makes you feel all warm and fuzzy. But what would happen if the world decided to just stop using money? Can you even grasp that concept? There would be no money, no currency, no bartering. Everything would be free and available to all. Can you even imagine what that would look like? Let's think about this for a second. From what we can tell, for as far as we're able to trace, there has always seemed to be some sort of attributed value in commercial exchanges. I mean, even when it was bartering for products and services, you would only be able to trade if you had something to offer in equal value, right? So living in a free-for-all world is indeed a very hard thing to imagine. But let's try, shall we? For starters, there would be no inequality. Every person on this earth would have equal access to the basic necessities and everything that gets produced because everything would be free, right? Then, of course, there are a lot of jobs that would disappear. Anything related to managing or creating money, really. No more banking, insurance, or finance. No more debt. This would mean the why and the how we would work would change. All the work would be voluntary work, out of passion or vocation, or just the sheer will to contribute to the society as a whole and do their part. All jobs with social value would become essential. Everyone would just do what needed to be done, no monetary reward inside, just knowing that their community would thrive because of it and all would benefit from that. But for me, the most important change in all of this is we would all be free to do whatever we wanted. And I know I've said this a couple of times before, but as the world works right now, we are raised to believe that we must all do a sort of sentence, if you will, from the moment we are born. We learn what we need, and then once we're adults, lots of us even before that actually, we go out into the world and do our bit. We work throughout our adult life. We give it our all for someone else's profits. We pay our taxes to contribute to our country and to pay for the retirement of those who came before us. And we continue to do it until it's our time to retire. Our life sentence is over and our time is ours again. We are finally free. But who decided that for us? Who took away our time and decided to attribute value to it? Who decided we needed to trade the years we are the healthier and the most active and devote them to making money? Time is money, they say, and apparently from the moment we are born, we don't own our time at all. It's someone else's. And until we pay for it, we are stuck. And then we have scarcity, another thing that wouldn't exist without money, and greed. The feeling that we must work hard to be able to afford the things we need because there just isn't enough to go around. So we must compete and hustle to get ours, to provide for our families and make sure we aren't the ones at the bottom of the food chain. But is it really so? I don't doubt it may be the case, in impoverished countries, but in the West, over here, there's an excess of everything, of food, of things, of houses. Yes, they're there. They're closed up. They're crumbling to the ground due to lack of maintenance and available to the majority of the world because that's what makes them more valuable. All of that would disappear if there was no money, right? Somewhere along the line, someone decided that people needed something that was external to them, something we would be taught to be very valuable, very important to our survival, to keep us motivated and controlled. Something that would differentiate people, that would set some people, a few of them, apart from the others just based on how much of this symbol they have. But in truth, it doesn't really exist, does it? Money, currency, whatever it is, has the value we as a society attribute to it. The amount changes daily. And what real value do stocks have or cryptocurrency? None whatsoever. So what would be left for us if we no longer had to worry about money and how to get it? If our survival wasn't our main concern? Well, we would have more time to evolve, really, to grow, to become better people. We would value happiness, knowledge and experiences and time spent with our loved ones creating memories. So after all this, tell me, what is your opinion? Can you imagine a world without money? Would it be chaos and anarchy? Or would it be a good thing? Is this theory way too naive? Maybe mankind would just find another way to create hierarchy and for a few to hold power over the many. What would it all look like? Leave me a comment below letting me know, okay? I would love to have a conversation about it. Also, before you go, I think you will love watching this video about the universal basic income and how it would work if every single citizen received a payment from the government with no strings attached. Something that would differentiate. Okay. Something that would